Have you ever wanted to build something for your kids but didn't know where to start? Today we are going to design, make and try out 3-in-1 Montessori toy that can serve as a bridge, roleplay store and a kids rocker. In this video I will share a couple of tips on how you can improve your next CNC design and how to design a next level dog bone corners that look better and be cut way faster than regular dog bone corners. Hi, my name is Davis, and if you've been watching this channel, you already know that I make loads of interesting CNC projects. If you are new here and you would like to see what can be made on your CNC router, make sure you subscribe. Anyway, you probably have seen a rocking bridge like this on Pinterest or Instagram. The options I have seen most of the time serve only as a rocker and climbing bridge. But what if we could make the whole thing so it serves as a roleplay store as well? You see, some time ago I designed a couple of roleplay centers for a client, and as it turned out, the kids absolutely loved it. So I think it would be fantastic to incorporate it as well. You probably have heard Coco Chanel's famous quote, "Before you leave the house, look in the mirror and take one thing off." I agree with the idea that sometimes less is better. Therefore, we will try to keep this design as simple as possible. As a matter of fact, I think all we really need is two different components copied a bunch of times. As you can see, I already have designed a little bit of the side component. The idea here is to make the rocker safe while leaving enough material on the bottom here. That would serve as a roleplay store desk when the rocker is flipped on its side. When sketching, I sometimes leave sharp corners just like this one that can be easily fixed using the fillet function after the sketch is extruded. Honestly, I spent quite some time figuring out the best option for the middle components. At first I tried to make simple square-shaped steps, but it didn't look good when viewing the assembled model. The challenge with this component is that it has to serve three purposes simultaneously. It should serve as steps for the bridge, and it should cover as much surface as possible so the kids can safely use the rocker. And also it should look good as an element for the roleplay storefront. I played around with the shapes a little bit, and soon I discovered that the smooth arc on the sides looks best and matches all three of the criteria I just mentioned. The design is ready, but before we go and start the CNC, we should draw the dog bone corners. Previously, for most of my projects, I've been using the dog bone corners just like this one. However, lately I've been using a little different dog bone design that I came up with one night. At least I thought I came up with it, till I found out that there is something called a sniglet dog bone that has been used in the industry for years. Anyway, my version is a little bit different, and this is how you make one. You just draw a circle that is a little bit bigger than your outer bit on the corner line. Then you draw an arc that is tangent to the circle you just drew and the joint side. You can specify the distance here depending on how smooth you want the dog bone to look. However, I wouldn't recommend overdoing it for mortises, since it might compromise the durability of the joint. When that is done, we are ready for CNC operations. Let's see what the difference between the regular dog bone joint versus the piglet corner joint I made looks when cutting them on the CNC. Anyway, as we can clearly see, the piglet corners can be cut way faster. And since the router bit can run through the corners smoother, the cut is cleaner as well. Okay, let's let the CNC cut all the components. The components are done and it's time for the assembling. Since the design is really simple, this shouldn't take a lot of time. All we have to do is place all the steps inside the mortises on one side, then we can add the other side. It's exactly that simple. If you ever decide to build a rocking bridge like this for your kids, I would strongly recommend gluing the joints together so it's safer for kids to use. Alright, before we go to see what my nephews and niece think about this project, let's test if it's safe for kids to use. Looks like everything is working safely, so let's go and visit my brother and his family. Looks like kids are having fun with this 3-in-1 Montessori rocker bridge roleplay store thing, so I think all the effort we put into this was totally worth it. By the way, if you like to make an activity center for your kids, you don't have to design the whole thing from scratch. The DXF files for this project and many others are available at aribabox.com. If you would like me to design other features for kids' obstacle course, leave a comment below. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also subscribe for more CNC and design related content. Stay creative and I'll see you next time.